Hey, welcome to another episode of the Sunday Social Podcast. My name is Derek. I'm one of the hosts here, and today is a really practical episode because we are talking about 5 tools. I know I just put up 10, but it's really 5. 5 tools that your church can use today that will help you elevate what you're already doing. And for the most part, all of these are going to be free. One of them has a caveat that I'm going to talk about in the episode later on, but for the most part, they're all going to be free, and you can check these out today if you wanted to. So really practical. Take notes if you can, and let's get into it. So the first one that we want to talk about is for all my people that want to get into video editing, or maybe you have a volunteer that wants to learn editing or is an editor already. This one is going to be called DaVinci Resolve. Okay, DaVinci Resolve, made from a company called Blackmagic. All right. DaVinci Resolve, if you haven't checked that out yet, you should, because it is a tremendous video editor. You can do so many things. In fact, I use it for some of the content that I create. And man, you can do a lot within this one editor. It really honestly blows my mind that this thing is free. Now, they have a paid version of the same software. It's like the studio version. But the free one, I'm telling you, sometimes you get the free stuff and it's not like all the bells and whistles. This has a lot of the bells and whistles, and so I would highly check it out and highly recommend it, because it competes with a lot of the paid software out there when it comes to video editing. You can cut in it, you can add captions, you can color grade your video, you can do all types of things, the normal things you would want to do. And so if you're used to maybe editing on your phone, or maybe using other softwares, and you want to check this one, maybe you're paying for one and you haven't considered going to this one, try it, because you'll save some money for one, but then also you're going to be able to learn some amazing things. So DaVinci Resolve, highly recommend it as a video editor. Again, because it's free, you can allow multiple volunteers. Maybe you have a team full of editors that want to learn how to video edit better. This is a perfect solution for that. You're not having to expand your budget or anything like that. So DaVinci Resolve is the first tool on this list. And speaking of Blackmagic, which is the company that created DaVinci Resolve, they also have an app called the Blackmagic Camera app. And what that allows you to do is it takes what you're already doing. So if you have an iPhone, if you've been used to using the iPhone app, it gives you even more control over what you can do with this camera app. So there's technical things you can fix, like aperture, your shutter speed, your white balance, all types of things that you can check out within this app. And again, it's free. It's crazy. It's free. I think Blackmagic is like trying to go out of business because all of their stuff that's incredible is free. It's wild. But the thing that I love about it is if you have an iPhone 15 Pro or higher, you have access to something called Apple Log. And now this is a little technical, but if you want to go do some research on it, you can. But Apple Log essentially is a flat profile that mimics what cinema cameras film on, and so it allows you to shoot the flattest possible, so you can color grade it in post how you would want it, because a lot of times cameras shoot with contrast and saturation. All that stuff is baked into your footage, but with Apple Log, it takes all that away, and you're essentially starting from scratch when it comes to your color grade. Well, with the Blackmagic app, you're able to dial in exactly how you want to film with that picture profile. So if you have the iPhone 15 Pro or higher and you have Apple Log on your iPhone, I would recommend this right now. Go download it. It's completely free. And you can mess with the settings. You can add things like monitoring LUTs that allow you to see what the color grade could be right from your phone. So again, check it out. I've used it. I take it with me because the iPhone is so convenient. I don't like to lug around my big camera everywhere. So with the iPhone and the Blackmagic app, I can do that and still get some amazing cinema quality footage. And I'll probably put some, as I'm talking right now, put some footage of what you can get out of your iPhone when you're able to dial in the settings and use the Blackmagic camera app to be able to do that. So that's number 2. Shout out to Blackmagic for the first 2, completely free. Number 3, and we're kind of rolling through this. It's going to be a quick episode, but again, it's real practical, and I want you to be able to use these as soon as today. Number 3 is something called Opus Clip. All right, Opus Clip. This is actually a website you can go on And if the struggle that you're having is, maybe your pastor wants to see some sermon clips on social media, maybe you just want to post sermon clips on social media, but you don't have the resources, or maybe you don't have the time to be able to dedicate to get those up and running. A lot of times when I was leading out the media team at my church, we try to have stuff either later that Sunday night or Monday morning, right? So we needed stuff turned around real quick. Well, with Opus Clip, thanks to AI, you're able to upload your sermon clip, and you can do it via like Google Drive, Dropbox, or you can just, if it's on YouTube already, just copy and paste the YouTube link to Opus Clip, give it maybe like 15 to 20 minutes to do its AI thing right in the background. It'll email you when the clips are ready, and what it'll do is give you about 8 to 10 clips that are usable for social media. Not only that, it's going to give you a score on how well it thinks it'll do on social media, and it can add captions and emojis and all that good stuff, which is wild. Like, when you see what this tool can do, you're going to be amazed, because what took hours to do is now taking just a click of a button to literally do. Like, it's kind of scary, to be honest, but it's awesome because we get to use this to our advantage as social media managers. And so we've used that here at Sunday Social to be able to do some of our social media clips. And then even if you don't like what it's giving you as far as the look of it or the caption, the style, you can download what's called an XML file, which essentially gives you the raw footage. And you can go and if you're using DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro, Final Cut, you can take it into your video editor of choice and go and add your own captions. Maybe you have certain fonts or a certain style you're trying to use. You can do that instead of using the stock stuff that it gives you. But even with that, Opus Pro or Opus Clip Pro has its own editor built in, so you can go in there, customize captions, make it your own, and yeah, it can even add B-roll too, which is crazy. So there is a free version. When I was talking about the caveat before, this one is paid. It's free to a certain extent, but if you have the budget, I think it's like $15 a month. You get a certain amount of credits that you can use, and each video is a certain amount of credits. So you have like a monthly budget essentially. But I'm telling you, the time that you save is well worth the money. And if you're just a one-person, two-person show when it comes to social media, this is going to save you some time and some resources. So highly recommend Opus Clip. Check it out, and you'll be amazed, truly. Number 4, we're going to go on to an app called Notion. Okay, Notion. You may have heard of it, but I would suggest you check it out today if you haven't. All right. There are project management softwares out there. There are tons of them. They all do similar things, but Notion is different in the sense that you can create your own templates. You can customize things instead of, using a project management software the way it comes. Notion allows you to add multiple things. Like maybe you want to see your post in a calendar format, or maybe you want to see it in a timeline format, or just a list, Kanban view, all types of things. And now they've come out with Notion Calendar, which will tie into your actual calendar on your phone. So if you're scheduling stuff, you can get a notification on your phone when things need to go live. So sky's the limit when it comes to Notion. And if you're one of those types of people that like to put stuff together, that you love puzzles, you love piecing stuff together, you're going to dive into this and love it, because again, it's known for being able to be customized and suited to your liking. And with this one, similar to Opus, there is a free version, and with the free version, you can do a lot. I don't think I've ever gone beyond the free version, but there is a paid version if you want to start adding like different team members and different seats onto it. But I would use this personally to help project manage certain social media posts, keep track of things for content, have a list of social media ideas that you want to use, so that way you're not having to come up with stuff on the fly every single Sunday, right? So if you have something within Notion, you can just refer back to it, and you can give your team access to be able to see that, and you all are on the same page. So Notion, check it out. That's number 4 on the list today. And last but not least, we have a giant within the graphic design world, especially as of recently, Canva. You may be using Canva already, but did you know that if you are a nonprofit, you can get Canva for free? I didn't even know that. I just recently found that out, and I had to let you know. Canva, if you are a nonprofit, which if you're a church, you are, you can get it for free and save you a ton of money. Now, you do have to fill out an application. They have to verify that you are a nonprofit, go through all that stuff. But the time is worth it because, again, you're saving this and you're able to allocate those resources to other places. And so Canva is great. It's very user friendly. Here at Sunday Social, we have tons of Canva templates. So majority of what we have that's offered in Photoshop versions of things, we're working to get those as Canva versions as well. So if you have a Sunday Social subscription with us, then more than likely you're going to have access to be able to get the Canva templates also, and you can plug those in, change out the logos, change out the text, all that good stuff. So Canva is a great tool, especially when you're looking to get volunteers involved, because there's not a big hurdle to jump over to be able to get experience and learn the program. Unlike Photoshop, Canva is very user friendly, and within maybe a couple minutes you can have a volunteer up and running to be able to design graphics for your social media. All right, so check that out, Canva for nonprofits, and just fill out the application and you'll be able to get that up and going. All right, so that's it. Those are the five tools that I think you should be checking out if you haven't already. And if you have, I would love to know in the comments, like, what's your experience with these tools? Have you used, maybe you've used Notion, or maybe you use Opus, all those things, right? Or maybe there's some that you're like, man, I wish he would have said this because my church has been using it and it's been a game changer. Let us know down in the comments, and spread the knowledge for everyone to get better together. But hey, other than that, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you guys in the next one.